What's up guys? Today I am going to be showing you how to build a kelp farm inside of Donutsmp or any game you would like. This is the look of the kelp farm and this is how it works. So you have to click this lever and you have to place bonemeal in the chest to power the farm. It will go up, go through the water source, go down into a hopper and end up in a chest. I will be making a video of how to do an auto smelter with this farm, and I'll also be making my own farm. But yeah, without any further ado, let's get into this. By the way, these are the resources you should be needing for this farm. You might need a few other things like blue ice, and I think that's it. Oh, you also might need some green concrete, which I'll go get now. I recommend light green concrete for this farm, but you can have any concrete. And you also want blue ice. You can also have packed ice or compressed ice if you're on bedrock edition. But yeah, let's just get straight into building this. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get a lever comparator. Click the comparator on. Get a redstone repeater. You can send this to any tick you want. If you want it 4 to be slow, 1 to be really fast, and then the rest. Connect this redstone together. Extend this redstone about this long. And then do the same thing here and extend more. Now when you turn this on, this should create something called a redstone clock, where the redstone repeats and repeats and repeats and can send signals to something over and over again. Now you need to get observers. Make sure they're facing down so that this part of the observer, you can see that. I recommend having Swift Sneak 3, which is an enchantment on leggings for this farm, so it's quicker and easier to build. Once you finish placing this, you're going to want to get your dispensers and place the dispensers. You can make this as long as you want or as many modules as you want. Then you're going to want to place hoppers in every single dispenser. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to place a hopper going into here and a hopper going around here. You're going to want to extend this out by 2, like that. And then you're going to want to place a chest on top of it. Then get some pistons. Place the pistons on top of these hoppers. Then you're going to want to get observers and place observers going into these hoppers. Then make sure you have observers going into these hoppers. Then place any solid block, which concrete, deep slate, or any solid block. Search up on Google what a solid block is, and you can do that for both sides. Make sure it is a solid block and make sure all the blocks are the same. Then you're going to want to get some glass. But before you get the glass, you might want to get some blue ice where the kelp goes. Now if you want, you can have the kelp going this side, but that would interfere with redstone. So I recommend having it go to this side, but the redstone repeater over here. Now it's time for the glass. Boom. Now what you're going to want to do is come into here and then place water down here and your gates right here, like that. Now you're going to want to add gates like this. Now that you've got that done, you're going to want to go into the other side and then click every single one of these gates once. Don't forget, if you're building this in Donutsmp, it makes about 80 million an hour. But it does require bone meal, which I will calculate in my next video. Your farm's almost done. All you need to do now is come in here and just place water on top of these glasses. You might require an infinite water source which you can create by just placing 2x2 or on the floor, and then just place 2 water buckets in each corner, and it will create an infinite water source. Now all you need to do is add the kelp to your farm. I also forgot you're going to need kelp in your farm to make it work. Now that you've done that, your farm is all ready. All you now have to do with your farm is in this chest over here, you're going to want to place bone meal. And you can get them by going into creative, or you could buy them from the auction or make an order on the Donutsmp shop to get bone meal. Once you've got bone meal, you're going to want to fill up this double chest full of bone meal. Now in Donutsmp this will go faster, but there's a hopper limit, so I can just speed this up by turning this to 10,000, and that will go a lot faster. You're going to want to place in some more bone meal in here. It should require quite a lot. Now you can add more storage here by placing hoppers and then chests. By placing more bone meal. Now the farm should be almost filled up by now. In Donutsmp this does not take as long. Your farm should be filling up. Now once your farm is filled up, you can then go ahead and click this lever. Oh, I almost forgot. You're going to want to get a chest and a hopper. Come down here, place your chest right here, and then place this hopper going inside of this chest. If you want, you can also add this to make it a little bit more quicker. Now, if you go ahead to your lever and click this, your farm should spawn until you get it very close. Now if I turn that off for about 5 seconds, let's see how much kelp we got. We got some of that. Okay, so we got about 5 stacks. Let me just quickly do this. In that time we got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stacks of kelp, making it one of the good kelp farms for beginners. Now, in my next video, which should be released in about a little bit after this video, we're going to be showing you how to add auto smelter to this farm, where it goes inside of a bubble elevator, which goes up into a smelter, which then smelts into auto bone crafter, not bone crafter, dried kelp crafter, which turns it all into dried kelp blocks, which go for way more profit. Don't forget, you are going to need about 30,000 bone meal to power this farm. If you want it to be on for an hour, you're going to need a little bit more. But yeah, this is your farm. This is yeah, that's the farm, and see you in the next one. I also wanted to give a shout out to this person who made the farm, and I just added some additions to it. But yeah, I will see you in the next one.